Four of them approaching steadily. They're off for the Betfair Chase, the first Grade 1 of the winter. Scheduled to take 19 fences along the way. Protektorat on the right and Bravemansgame on the leading half of the field over the first fence to Royale Pagaille and Corach Rambler, and now 2 circuits of the Haydock chase course ahead of them and a long run to the second, and now Daryl Jacob takes Bravemansgame through to head last year's winner Protektorat, with Royale Pagaille in the hands of Charlie Deutsch tracking those 2, and Corach Rambler held up in customary fashion by Derek Fox, who knows the national winner so well. Bravemansgame then, setting out to make this a decent test in the conditions, and he takes them along at around about the 28-mile-an-hour mark as they make the extended run between the first 2 fences. His 4-strong field winners between them are 27 of their 77 racecourse appearances under rules, and just shy of £2 million in win and place prize money. Here's the second, Bravemansgame, jumping soundly, and likewise his 3 rivals, Protektorat on the near side, Royale Pagaille towards the far side, and then Corach Rambler. On to fence 3. Bravemansgame spies it some way off, pricks his ears, puts himself right, joined by Protektorat, who's going with his usual enthusiasm. Royale Pagaille racing close to the pace, and Corach Rambler settled last of the quartet. Bravemansgame stood off that one, jumped it well, forced an error really from Royale Pagaille, who got close to it, and now already moving on sharply to the 4th. Bravemansgame and Daryl Jacob. Again, he jumps well. Protektorat just left a trailing leg there. They head on now towards the open ditch at the end of the back straight. Completed almost 3/4 of a mile now. Bravemansgame big and bold, Protektorat much better. And then Royale Pagaille and Corach Rambler. So into the far turn they go. And now another lengthy gallop on the flat before they have to leave the ground again. It's a fairly even pace at the moment, 28, 29 miles an hour, as Protektorat just shades the lead over Bravemansgame. He led him to the first. Harry Skelton took a lead from Daryl Jacob down the back straight, but Protektorat has gone on once more. They enter the last 2 miles. Royale Pagaille close up in third, and a little break to Corach Rambler. Approaching fence 7. Protektorat, good, as are the other 3. And now they close in on another open ditch. Protektorat to Bravemansgame. Royale Pagaille chasing a 4th win here at Haydock, waiting in behind the leading pair. Protektorat just had to put himself right there in the air. The stride wasn't quite there, but he was quite clever, and he got himself from one side to the other. This fence brings them to the end of a circuit in the Betfair Chase. Protektorat stood off that, gave it plenty of air. Bravemansgame slicker. Royale Pagaille and Corach Rambler 3rd and 4th, and they've completed a circuit, and now they're approaching fence 10. Protektorat over Bravemansgame. Royale Pagaille couple lengths away, and Corach Rambler remains last of the quartet. So aside from Protektorat and Bravemansgame exchanging positions a couple of times in the race, very little has changed. Royale Pagaille made an early mistake, but his jumping has improved as the race has gone on. Corach Rambler remains last of the quartet. They've gone through halfway in the Betfair Chase, nudging 30 miles an hour at the moment, just over 15 seconds for the last furlong. And it is last year's winner, 6-time career winner Protektorat, who leads the 9-time winner Bravemansgame, seeking to give the champion trainer a 7th Betfair Chase success, and jockey Daryl Jacob a 4th. Royale Pagaille under Charlie Deutsch. Royale Pagaille a 5-time winner, 3 of those victories around here. And then the national winner Corach Rambler under Derek Fox. First down the back, Protektorat bold there, a bit quicker through the air than both Bravemansgame and Royale Pagaille. Corach Rambler remains in touch, if just a little adrift. Pressing on towards fence 12. Protektorat stood off that, winged it. Came alongside Bravemansgame. Royale Pagaille on the far side making a line of 3. Corach Rambler a little off them still. Middle one down the back, little separating the trio. And each of them a bit quicker through the air than Corach Rambler. Inside the final mile now. Got 6 to jump. Royale Pagaille is putting it up to Bravemansgame and Protektorat. And they were covered by a couple of lengths on landing there over Corach Rambler, who's just being kidded and coaxed along by Derek Fox to stay in touch. And Royale Pagaille has just opened this race up a little bit here. Harry Skelton has reined back Protektorat, who lingered in the air there over the open ditch. And Bravemansgame and Royale Pagaille now move on towards the turn out of the back straight together, with Protektorat suddenly 4 lengths down, and Corach Rambler is right on his tail. They've got well over half a mile to cover. 4 fences left to jump in the Betfair Chase. Royale Pagaille with Bravemansgame right around the inside, and these two are breaking away now from Protektorat, who's being left behind, and Corach Rambler is outpaced. Into the straight they come, 30 miles an hour. On down towards the 4th last. Royale Pagaille on the near side, being asked for more. Daryl Jacobs sitting quietly, holding Bravemansgame together. Only a length between them on landing. They've drawn right away from Corach Rambler, who's moved into 3rd. A disappointing run from Protektorat. He's well held. There'll be no repeat success for him. Royale Pagaille leading Bravemansgame at the last ditch. Still a length between them. Corach Rambler in 3rd is 10 lengths away, keeping on determinedly under pressure. 2 to go in the Betfair Chase. Jacob now switches Bravemansgame, shakes him up. Royale Pagaille in front, low, but he led by 2 lengths. Now Jacob is galvanising Bravemansgame. It's a gladiatorial battle down towards the last. Corach Rambler in 3rd is still staying on. Royale Pagaille 2 lengths ahead at the last. Spring heeled. Came out of Deutsch's hands. Bravemansgame is chasing, but he's surely chasing shadows now. Corach Rambler is back in 3rd, and at the track that he's made his own, Royale Pagaille gets his biggest success yet, and Venetia Williams is the first female trainer to win the Betfair Chase. Charlie Deutsch punches the air. Bravemansgame is 2nd, Corach Rambler back in 3rd. Last year's winner, Protektorat, last of 4.
The Betfair Chase has been won by Royale Pagaille at his local venue, his favourite venue. He's got excellent course form, Charlie Deutsch, but that must be still a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, obviously I've come up against Bravemansgame before, so I know how good he is, and I was worried he'd do us for toe, but our lads felt amazing. He was quite relaxed early, and I was a bit worried that he wasn't travelling, but I pulled him out wide, and he took a hold of the bit and gone. So.
And you were keen to let him stride on and put it to Bravemansgame a long way out.
Yeah, I've got to make this a bit of a test because I know I'll stay. I don't want to get out sprinted, and he felt like he was never stopping, so it gave me confidence to just keep kicking, and fair play to him. Yeah.
And his favourite track, he loves it here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he loves it up here, doesn't he?
And what about you? I spoke to you after Sandown Lompress to give you your first Grade 1. To do it again, once again, for Venetia, has been such a good supporter to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's great to do it for Venetia, and obviously, yeah, she's bringing out some really nice horses, and it just shows you don't win Grade 1s if you're not good at what you do.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and you're not letting her down. You're giving them great rides. Very well done. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Royale Pagaille continues the love affair with Haydock, now 4 from 5 here, and the biggest success in the Betfair Chase, trained by Venetia Williams. Well done. A nice surprise.
We came hoping that he'd run well, but you know, you spend all week reading the quotes from the other trainers, and you know the confidence draineth. But you know, our horses by and large are running well, so you know that gives you a bit of a lift. But yeah, thrilled with the horse.
Early in the race, he looked a little bit behind the bridle, like maybe not happening, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, he seemed to take off and really latch on.
Yeah, he's kind of like that anyway. Yeah, but Charlie said, you know, when he pulled him out wide, you know, he just picked up a bit. But you know, we were keen to make sure that it wasn't a sprint, you know, that it was a proper test. And you know, the other horses obviously helped with that, with the early running.
Yeah.
But Charlie, you know, was going to kick on when he did.
He's ran the last 3 Gold Cups. I'd imagine he's booked his ticket back there again. I suppose if it came up really soft ground, would bring him into the mix.
Well, you'd like to think so. He hasn't had that ground yet.
No.
You know, and quite often you'll start the week at Cheltenham with soft ground, but it never seems to last through to the Friday.
Yeah. Between now and then, how would we get there? King George?
He ought to go back there again, really, shouldn't he? You know, he was second in it last year, obviously also by default, but you know, if it came up soft, you know, his chance would be stronger.
I know you've won big races here, Teton Mills, Monmouth winning Grand Nationals, Lompressy Grade 1, but they're hard to get. Do you appreciate them as much still?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic for the Ritchie family as well.
Certainly, yes. Last night I thought Rich was coming up, but yeah, this morning he's not been able to make it, unfortunately. But yeah, we've got a bit of loot to take back for him.
Well, your horse are absolutely flying. Big success. Very well done.
Thank you so much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.